So from there, I started to look for psycho side. So that's why I'm a psycho nutritionist. Because I
Right.
took all the training, not everybody can relate to it, but I took the training from there. And there was another thing I worked for a few months as a volunteer that was for anorexic children.
Okay.
So they're kind of self, because when I started working as a private nutritionist, so parent could bring them to me as a private thing, didn't come under NHS. And when I was taking their biggest thing was that children were not eating, So when I was taking the history and all this, again it came that they had either not a very happy family environment, either parent were divorced or parent lost their how would I say, their um close one.
Yeah.
So sometimes their grandparent died, or they lost a pet which is very connected to the children, and then so their picky eating, everything started, emotion. So I was like, okay, I can see hugely how emotion is connected. But that time I'm talking about 20 years, 18 years back, in the NHS in the UK. When I was talking to my dietitian, like the manager, I was like, we need to introduce all of these, and they're like, don't talk about it because NHS don't support it. That time.
Right.
I think there are now a lot of professionals, doctors, they are hugely understanding how it's connecting, how emotion is connecting with our food habit. Because some of the ladies were saying that day I'm feeling low, I just sit down and keep binge eating
Yep. Yep.
food. And then I was like, yeah, it goes with the children as well. Children normally picky eaters, they give up. And this is the second part of the book. But again, as you asked me the question,
Yep.
I'm going to talk about the emotions. So if parents are emotional, if the family environment is not very happy, if there is domestic violence going on, if there is chaos all the time, rows all the time going on, if the child is feeling like not feeling very safe in the family, or even in the school, children gets bullied and all this. A lot
Yep.
of times children are not, they don't even know how to talk about it. So they
Yes.
keep things inside, and it affects their food habit as well, So yes, there are diet, there is nutrition, there is probiotic, gut flora, everything there. But in the same time, if something emotional happens, that triggers the whole our brain signals the body that I'm not happy. Don't put enough. My brain stops sending serotonin, dopamine, this kind of hormones, and then children cannot eat. So
Yep.
just stops.